Hey YouTube, Carlo here. Welcome to the vlog. This is the channel where we talk about sneakers, life, and tech. And for this episode, we're going to do an early unboxing of the new Yeezy 500 Bone White, courtesy of our partnership with Sole Academy. Let's go! Now, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure that you do so. We do constant giveaways on this channel. In fact, we're giving away a bunch of sneakers as well as some tech, the details of which you can find in the description box. But the prerequisite though is for you to subscribe to my YouTube as well as follow me on Instagram. So go do both right now. Good luck! So this is the new Yeezy 500 Bone White. It is a triple white colorway or a triple bone white colorway as it says here on the tag. So the Yeezy 500 of course is different from the Yeezy 700 and the Yeezy 350 for those who are still new to the world of Yeezy sneakers. So it comes in this typical Yeezy brown box, 500 printed at the top. If you pop the box open, just like with any other Yeezy, you get to the tissue and then you get to the sneaker. This is the Yeezy 500 Bone White, and as you guys can tell, it is not your average looking sneaker despite it being like all white because of all the different textures and materials that they use for the sneaker combined with the shape and overall build of the shoe. You have rounded circular shapes all over it, giving you that alien spaceship feel, which is something that I actually felt the first time I bought my first pair of Yeezy 500s. I was actually looking at it from the top down and I was thinking to myself, man, it really looks like two alien spaceships on my feet ready to fire like laser cannons. But anyway, I really don't know what was the main inspiration of Kanye to be able to put this sneaker together, to imagine the design that he had for this, but it's definitely unique and very different compared to a lot of the sneakers that you guys see today. Now, talking about the features and the textures, just like with most other Yeezys, they did use multiple kinds of materials for the sneaker. The most prominent ones, of course, this suede patch here at the front, which extends to the paneling on the lateral and the medial side of the sneaker, as well as a very small patch here along the heel of the shoe. You have a very breathable mesh, which you can find again on both sides of the shoe as well as the tongue tab, and you have a nice patch of leather which you can find at the middle of the sneaker and towards the bottom nearing the midsole. Now, speaking about the midsole, the obvious thing that's not present in this sneaker is boost. Unlike the Yeezy 350 and the Yeezy 700, which had boost for the midsole, this one uses the Adidas technology of Adidas. Now, please don't think for a second that this is not a comfortable sneaker, because this is literally one of the most comfortable sneakers that don't have boost that you guys can put on feet. So I think that is one of the most understated and underhyped part of the shoe. Just because it doesn't have boost doesn't mean it's not comfortable. So what helps with the cushioning if it doesn't have boost? Combination of two things. First, like what I mentioned earlier, it's the Adidas midsole that Adidas used over here. Second, it's the Ortholite Yeezy insole that they used inside the shoe, which together combined helps with distributing the force that you feel every time you are walking in the sneakers. Please do take note, I don't know if the camera captures it well, it is not a pristine, clean white pair of sneakers. It is very different in terms of tone and color compared to the Yeezy creams or even the white that you see with the Yeezy 700 statics or the Yeezy 700 analog. This one is more of the dirtier white, so it does give off like more of an off-white sail / cream color versus your pristine, plain, boring white shoe. And I think that's what makes it stand out. It's the combination of that dirty kind of white with the different textures that you have in the shoe, plus that very unique build with the circular spaceship shape, alien spaceship shapes that you get with the top of the shoe that really makes it pretty interesting and fascinating, definitely intriguing. So do I recommend the Yeezy 500 Bone White? Well, if you guys don't own a Yeezy yet and you want to add one in your collection and you don't want to wear 350s and 700s, then this is probably an option to consider. It is also cheaper than the new 700s today because the 700s sell for 16,000 retail, while the new 350s are selling for like 13,000 pesos retail. It will retail for 12,000 pesos here in the Philippines. Now, let's say you don't have 12,000 pesos but you still want to rock Yeezy-like chunky sneakers. I got you guys covered because there are a lot of affordable alternatives that you may want to consider. Let's go through some of them one by one. Up, you have the Adidas Night Jogger. Now, granted, it is not as chunky as the Yeezy 500 over here. It still gives you those multiple textures, that very different vibe, futuristic look combined with a more sleeker profile. So that's the first sneaker that you can consider, the Night Jogger. By the way, it is reflective and it does come with multiple colorways. If you're not happy with the cream or off-white version of it, you can go for the black one or the louder colorways of the Night Jogger. Also have, of course, my current GR favorite Adidas sneaker, which is the Adidas Oswego. So this one is more affordable at 6,500 pesos, and it is ridiculously comfortable considering the price point as well as the overall style and build of the shoe. So if you are looking for an entry-level chunky shoe from Adidas, that's the one you should take a look into. We also have the Adidas Supercourt. This actually gives me a lot of Gucci vibes. Well, not Gucci in the sense of the red and green color, but it resembles a lot like the chunky shoes of Gucci. I think you call it the Rhinoton. I don't know what it's called, but it's very similar in terms of build, style, and look. That one I think sells also for around 6,000 to 7,000 pesos. There's also the new EQT Gazelle. I'm not sure if I got that properly, but it does have a white colorway with accents of black and gray. So again, it mimics a lot of the characteristics of the Yeezy 500 without coming at that really high price point. That one I think you can get also for around 6,000 to 7,000 pesos. And lastly, if you're really on a tight budget, you can just buy a Young 96 or a Young 1. You can find a lot of them sitting on outlets these days. They sell for less than 5,000 pesos. And they should do pretty well for you if you are looking for chunky vibe shoes. So those are a few options that you guys might want to consider if you can't afford to pick up the Yeezy 500 Bone White when it drops this August 24. If you want to cop one, please do stay tuned for the mechanics over at the Instagram account of Soul Academy. I will put a link down below to their IG so you guys can follow them so that you are alerted if there are new Yeezy drops coming to the Philippines and you can see what the mechanics are. And with that said, I'd like to thank Soul Academy for allowing us to do this early unboxing of this pair. It's not my size, it's not 10.5, it's not 12, it is 10.5, so I can't do an on-feet for you guys. So maybe when I am finally able to actually get my own pair, which I will try to do so this coming weekend, I'll do another follow-up on-feet review on the Yeezy 500 Bone White. Watch out for that when it happens. And for our power-up words of wisdom for the day, I'd like to bring in a few friends. So this is like a new segment. So what I want to do for the power-up is to not just rely on myself to give you guys advice. I have a lot of good, successful friends in their own fields, and I want to tap them to share with you what their thoughts are on different topics. And for this particular vlog, I want to introduce to you guys one of the most brilliant financial advisors I've seen and worked with. His name is Marvin Germo. He has this natural gift to be able to explain stocks as well as investments in a very plain, untechnical way. So if you want to hear from Marvin, check out this YouTube channel. But for now, let's listen to him with this power-up words of wisdom.
There's nothing wrong buying something that you don't need as long as it's part of your budget. I'd rather buy something that I don't need but it's allocated, meaning if I wanted to buy something at 1,000 pesos and my budget is 1,000 pesos, it's okay for me to buy it. What's wrong is this: if I'm buying something way beyond my budget, or if you are buying something tapos umutang ka na dun, that the thing that you want, yung luho mo, gets so extreme that you can't save money, you get into debt, and it sacrifices your investments. So the best way for you to be able to do this is to create a budget, put a specific amount for that. It could be clothes, it could be leisurely stuff like spas, movies, going out on vacations, or it could also be food. What's important is you have a balance between your savings, investments, and you do not go into debt just to buy the stuff that you are addicted with. This is Marvin Germo. Please subscribe to my channel. The link is down below. Smash the bell.
Thank you, Marvin, for your thoughts. Guys, if you want to hear more from him, I will put the link down below to his YouTube account. He regularly posts content about stocks, investments, and other financial stuff that will help you #adult. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're all having a fantastic week. That's it for now. Peace. God bless. What's up? Boom.